Hello and welcome to another update on the Tigard real estate market. This is Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group, and this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, October 8th. So going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you as I always do. So first off, we'll look at active listing counts here. This last week, I showed we had 33 new properties come on the market, same as the prior week. And you can see those are both slight highs for the past 8 weeks. I've been pretty steady in terms of new properties, had a low of 22 and again, high of 33 over this past 8 weeks. And you can kind of see the total number of listings has been very steady as well. So we had a low of 195 and this last week hit a high at 216 properties on the market in Tigard. The median price, list price, and days on market for those active listings, you can kind of see we started off at 730, got up to a high of 750, and it's since come down over this past month to a low, hit a kind of matched a low here again at 700,000 for the median price in Tigard. Days on market, you can see a similar rise here. So we had a low of 37 days on market to begin with, got up to a high of 44 days here 4 weeks back and is dropped back down a bit. Most recent reading is 40 days of average market time for the 216 homes currently on the market in Tigard. Okay, we'll look at pendings next. Pending sales. So last week I showed we had 13 properties go pending in Tigard. It's down from the prior week where we had 26, which was a high for the past 8 weeks. Total pendings you'll see has slipped a bit. We had a high of 135 here 8 weeks back, and you can kind of see it's gone down from there, hitting a low for the past 8 weeks at 108 this last week. The median price and the days on market for those pendings, you can see we had a high of 643 7 weeks back, and then the very next week dipped down to 600, and then for a low, and then over the past month or so, it's been in the 620s, 630s. This most recent reading, 628,000 for these 108 currently in pending status, and then very steady for the days on market. You can kind of see here had a low ending the period here at 32 days as of this last week for these 108 homes in pendings. And lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together, I showed we had 13 homes go from pending to sold. This usually gets adjusted up a listing or two that get recorded after I put this info together, but 13 as of right now. Had a low of 12, a high of 30 over the past 8 weeks. And when I look over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week-by-week basis, you can see we had a high of 108 closings on over the prior 4 weeks here to begin with, and it has come down considerably from there. This last week hitting a low of 69 homes have sold in Tigard over the past the prior 4 weeks. So definitely a slowdown in number of sales over the past couple months. The median sold price, days on market for those solds, you can kind of see it's been a range between a low of 575 on the low side up to a high of just shy of 600. This most recent reading was 580,000. And then days on market had a low of 16 and a high of 28 here all over the past 2 weeks. So been a little jumpy here as of late, but 28 days is kind of what I show. Most recent number there for these most recent 69 homes that have sold. And then to finish it up here, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bars is that weeks of inventory, measures kind of relative supply and demand in the market. And you kind of see it's definitely been on the rise. That's a combination of, fairly consistent level of supply and a declining level of sales. So this number is, been going up, started off at just above 7 weeks of inventory and finished at, 12 and a half or so weeks of inventory. So we're getting up over 3 months of inventory kind of is where we currently are at in Tigard right now. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price, that's been kind of weakening here as well. We were to begin with a little over 98% of asking price. Then we were kind of in the mid 70s for quite a while. This last week did jump down to a little above 96%. So with increasing inventory and a declining list price sale price ratio, definitely kind of a market that's softening considerably in Tigard right now, moving into more of a definitely out of a strong seller's market into a I'm not sure if I'd quite say balanced market yet, but definitely kind of a moderating seller's market is where I would say we're at right now. Part of this is just the time of year we're in, but I think a bigger consideration is just direction of interest rates here over this past month. It hasn't been not been kind, particularly this last week. Saw another little bump up in rates. I saw rates in the high 7s to 8% for a 30-year fixed rate loan. So definitely not helping buyers and keeping would-be sellers kind of on the sidelines. So I would imagine that we're going to, as we move throughout the rest of fall and into winter, we're going to see probably inventories, probably I would say continue to increase a bit, but we will keep an eye on it and we'll let you know. So that's where we currently stand. Hope that update was helpful for you. As always, if I can ever answer any questions or be of help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone number and email address are down below the video, so let me know how I can be of service. And as always, really appreciate any likes, comments, and shares that you have for these videos. Let me know if they're finding value in them. It's always helpful to get that feedback. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, really encourage you to do that. It's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So hope you have a great day and week ahead, and we'll see you on the next update.